Hey, so I want to walk you through something really quick that a lot of people that I coach, a lot of conversations that we're having over Zoom and in person, just had a long one the other day. Everybody seems to be suffering from this. So I want to write something down. Most people that are spending money on ads right now are kind of focused on a couple things right now. And we call this, I heard this on a podcast a while ago, right? But it's right person, right message, right time. I think Ryan Dice was the one that exposed me to this a little while ago. Right person, right message, right time. Meaning on Facebook, you could run an ad to only dentists who are in San Francisco, California that are under 70 years old. Totally making this up, right? And if you hit all that right and you get the message right and you give them the offer at the right time, they're going to buy from you. But those days, as you guys know, as we know, are coming to an end, right? All the data is going away. iOS 14.5 and now 15.1 and Apple Mail and all this stuff is going to change that. So we're going to get back to a marketing time where the right message, the best copywriter is going to win. So I'm going to say best message wins going forward, right? Now, even if we're a while away from right person, right message, right time going away, and we don't have to worry about message. Like 5 years ago, you could have written a average Facebook post, but if you got the right person and the right time right, probably was profitable. You probably got $5 leads, and you probably could have ascended them into something else. But those days are, they're, I don't want to say they're gone, but they're getting harder and harder, and there's more challenge to that, right? Here's what I want to challenge you guys to do. I read the stat on YouTube the other day that 51 or maybe it was 71% of all YouTube traffic starts with a how-to search, right? How to snowboard, how to surf, how to do an ollie, how to fix a car, how to, wipe my computer clean, whatever, how to, right? And so you have all these videos, and you know what the most successful YouTube videos are that out there? The most successful ones in great detail say, this is what you do. And in video format, they just give everything away. They don't say, I'm going to give you 10% of it. And if you want the rest, register for my $7 course. They just literally give you the entire stuff. And you notice that those YouTube videos, the most successful ones, some of them are getting like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, sometimes even millions of views to do that. So let's parlay this into your marketing. A lot of you guys I see, you'll write a post. It'll be a good post, have a whole bunch of content in it. But when you really look at what you gave away, it's very small, not really a whole lot. And then you said, hey, buy my stuff and I'll give you the good stuff. And what happens with us marketers or entrepreneurs, business growers, inbound people, what we find doing is like, hey, what do I talk about right here? And what do I talk about right here? And it gets stressful. You gotta it gets way too overcomplicated. So I want to give you a different perspective really quick. If you're in Inbound Fanatics coaching, we talk about all the time. Sorry about that. And then especially for all of you guys who know the partner program or the mastermind, we talk about this extensively over there. I would recommend you just give everything away. Don't even ask for them to register for it. Literally just give everything away. Why am I telling you to do this? There's a new Jeep Wrangler that's coming out, or came out about a year ago, within 9 months or something like that. It's called a Rubicon 392. Crazy truck. Has like 600 or 570 horsepower in it. Wranglers never had this much power. And they're pretty hard to come by, due to the pandemic slowing and all of that stuff. Plus, they're in high demand. And there was a dealership here in San Diego that had one. So I called the dealership. I went online first to make sure they had it. I found it on the Jeep website. Then I went online. No price, right? So I called the dealership. And the only thing that I'm trying to figure out is, are they asking for a markup on it? Because if they are, I don't need to buy right now. No reason for, and if you guys are in the market for a car, listen, there's no reason to pay dealer markups right now. With this, we'll be through most of the car stuff. I bet, I'm totally making this up, my guess, no scientific research on this, but I bet by March, we'll be through the thick of this, right? So all these dealerships charging like $30,000, above window stickers for luxury cars. It's just a temporary thing. So if you don't need a car right now and they're charging that, I would tell you to wait. Anyway, so they don't put a price on the website, which normally tells you, okay, there's probably something else added. So I call the dealership. Nice young lady answers the phone, and I say, hey, do you guys have a dark gray Rubicon 392? Yes, we got it. Does it come with the half doors? No, it doesn't come with the half doors. Cool. What's the window sticker on it? And she's like, the window sticker? I said, yeah, what's the window sticker? What's the price on the window? And she says, oh, well, let me go ask my manager. I said, okay, fine. So she comes back, she goes, well, it's $91,500. And I said, okay, so you guys are asking for a market adjustment, whatever. And they called it something different, but basically what it was. Window was, I think, $77,500. Then they had a $3,000 fee, then a $15,000 markup. But if I bought it today, it would be 10. And I said, you know what? Two things. Number one, at over window, I'm not your buyer. Somebody out there probably is your buyer. I'm not your buyer, right? No hard feelings, no offense. It's just not me. And I said, secondly, this call was a complete waste of your time. And she goes, well, I disagree because maybe you would have had questions. And I said, it didn't matter what questions I had. I'm not a buyer at 15,000 over window. Doesn't matter what, it could be one of one Jeeps. I'm not going to pay over window. It's just not going to happen. And I said, had you just put in the price on the website, would that result in less calls? And the answer would be yes, it would result in less calls. And she goes, well, that's why we do it. I said, but what if you had to take 70 bad calls for every one good call you got? I mean, is that really a good use of your time when as a salesperson at a dealership, inventory is so low that every minute counts right now, right? Every client counts. So I want you guys to think on that for a second. How do we give everything away? Well, I think there's three types of content that we put out. There's how content, there's what content. There's a third one that I'm thinking of right now. Maybe I'll come back to it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I want you to give all of the what away. What you need to know before you buy a home in San Francisco. What are the 7 most common challenges with an inspection today in San Diego? Like what is this? How many? All of that. And what people are going to choose to hire you for is how you help them achieve the goal that they're after. So give everything away right here and then charge them for how to do it. Or better yet, not necessarily how, we do it for you or we do it with you, right? If you're a real estate agent watching this, like I would give everything away. How do you buy a home off market, right? Tell them, what are the 7 things you need to know before you buy a home without a real estate agent? You might be thinking like, I can't advertise that. I'm telling everybody they should buy a home without a real estate agent. And the answer is yes, kind of, but we know based on statistics, most people buy a home with a real estate agent, right? They did their research, they found out what they needed to know, and now there's a decision. Do I buy a home with an agent or do I not buy a home with an agent? Here's my thought to you. I would believe that if everybody right now that's not going to buy a home with a real estate agent, they've probably already made that decision with or without your video. I'm just hoping that you guys create content out there that intercepts that so that they find value in what you do. And for the select few of them that like your service, they're going to reach out to you. Again, if you're part of Inbound Fanatics Coaching, you know we talk about this extensively. This weaves in and out of every single thing that we do. And like I said, we give away everything on our site. If you guys are in here early, there's a handful of posts. There's a lot more coming. We don't really hold anything back. The only reason why you would ever pay us any money is that if you wanted to get on with our coaches and literally implement the inbound strategy in your specific CRM, on your specific website, whether it's you and you're a solopreneur or whether maybe you might be on a marketing team with a bigger company, you don't engage with us or pay us $1 until we actually work with you on how and what specifically to do. In your marketing, if there's one thing that I wish for you, trust me, just give it all away and your clients will do exactly what you want them to do and you'll identify happier clients, all right? I hope this was valuable and I hope you have an amazing week. I'll see you on the next one. And remember, give all of the what away. That way you can only charge for the how, all right? Talk soon. Keep pushing.